Hey everyone, welcome to Parda Live. This is me Anay Ko Magan and presenting you to the most awaited review of the year or the movie of the year, Dune. So let's get started. We happened to watch Dune on IMAX format here at Palazzo Cinemas, PVR Cinemas at the Forum Vijaya Mall. So it was a great opportunity for someone like me to win a contest run by PVR Cinemas on Instagram. So I happened to win that contest and I got two free tickets and I went with my dad, and he's a big Hollywood movie buff, and he was quite excited to know what Dune is all about and how the film is all about, because he heard some stories, some kind of chronicles about Dune. So he wanted to know what was it about, and even I was excited because the whole world is excited. So let's go into the review straight. This film about future chronicles has a lot of history behind it. So it is based on the novel of the same name from 1965, and it had a film adaptation made in 1984 by director David Lynch. So these are the history behind it, and the directed movie by David Lynch was not a great success, or it was not something which people would have thought, or maybe they did not have the budget for this kind of a spectacle or this kind of an extravaganza. So that is the reason why they had to cut down a lot of things. They had to cut down the unnecessary expenditure and stuff. So that is the history behind Dune. So I hope Dune is not June. Just joking. But Dune is a film, it's an experience in itself, because it's a film based on future war in an imaginary world. And you know, when someone has written a story or a novel of that kind in 1965, you know, you have to appreciate, or you have to, your mind is kind of blown after reading this. And it's like you can compare it with Indian Ponniyin Selvan, that is from Tamil literature. So Tamil literature, Ponniyin Selvan, like people are trying to adapt from 1960s, 70s. The great actor of yesteryears, M.G. Ramachandran, that is, he was the chief minister of Tamil Nadu as well. He wanted to make Ponniyin Selvan from those days, and he could not do it because it was his dream to make it. But right now Maniratnam is making Ponniyin Selvan. So that is the reason I see there is a dream, there is a vision which the writer, the director David Lynch would have thought of making it way back in 1980s, 90s. And even Paramount Pictures, they wanted to make this film. But somewhere down the line it could not materialize, or they found it to be too heavy budget stuff to be made. So let's get into the star cast and how was the performance and story wise. We will not discuss much of the story, but we'll discuss some parts of the story. So Timothée Chalamet starring as Paul Atreides, and he was at his best, I would say. His character was at point his character was looking very naive, and sometimes he was looking very innocent, but he had courage, valor. So all that kind of mixture in emotion, no, he kind of portrayed it well on screen. So he's the main lead or the main character of this particular film and the novel. Rebecca Ferguson as Lady Jessica, I think she was at her best, I would say, because it was her character which made the screenplay run, which made the important scenes, twists, and all those things happen in this particular film. And I felt it was her character or her characterization which made it special. Although there are other actors like Oscar Isaac, Dave Bautista, you might be knowing about Bautista from WWE, and you know, Jason Momoa, he was also there, the Aquaman. So all these characters, they were quite special and they had a limited screen time. It was not that their characters were like having a lot of screen time, screen space, but they had some kind of an importance which was looking good. But towards the storyline, somewhere down the line, you feel that they are just part of the screenplay, they are just part of the things which are happening in flow. Basically, what I understood from Dune, the film released now, is it is based on the chronicle or the future war between two kingdoms, or desert power and the existing power, that is the Atreides versus Harkonnen. So basically, this is film is about that war, and that war depiction has been a kind of slow pacing at start, but towards the interval it kinds of builds up. It has quite a lot of build up scenes, especially towards the interval block. I won't say it's an interval block, but somewhere down the line, no, it has some kind of a flow to it. Then you have a lot of characters coming in, a lot of visual effects, a lot of things happening. No, you kind of understand whether the screenplay is linear or non-linear. But I feel the screenplay has been very smooth, because at the start, no, first 20 minutes, it was like it's going very slow. I'm not understanding what kind of a storyline we are having. But again, it's a war between the oppressor and the oppressed. So that is the basic line, or the one line I would say. So the plot line is quite known in world cinema. It's not something which is not known. And there are Freemen, so you know about Freemen. So it's all about the war between Atreides, Harkonnen and Freemen, and how they succeed or how they fight, how attacks happen, or how the Paul Atreides suffer, or how he is running away from responsibilities, and how he is going to get through his dreams. And especially he has a lot of vision towards the future, or he sees or foresees the unforeseen circumstances. So basically the beginning of the film is quite equal, or I would say it's like the climax of the film. So this is not a spoiler, but I would say Dune the beginning, this is the first part. So Dune the beginning has a quite interesting beginning. So behind the stuff, lot of mind, lot of energy has gone in making this particular film. So you have to give it to the set designer, you have to give it to the VFX team working towards it, and especially the production team of Legendary Pictures. And the screenplay written by Jon Spaihts, Denis Villeneuve, who is the director of this particular film, and then Eric Roth. You might be knowing about Eric Roth from the film Forrest Gump. He has written the film Forrest Gump. So you know how to keep expectations for such a film. As I said before, this film is based on 1965 novel written by Frank Herbert, and the novel written, I think the name of the novel was Dune itself. So this is just the beginning, and the novel had a lot of things to offer, and I have not read the novel at all, so I can't comment on whether the film adaptation has been true, or it has done justice, or it is faithful, or has it been conceived well and all. I don't know about those things. And if at all I read about Dune, or if at all I go through Dune novel, probably I can give my idea, my vision about it. So having said that, I think the film is directed quite brilliantly by Denis Villeneuve. I think he's the director of Blade Runner 2049. You might have watched that film. It's a good film. And coming from that film, this is a complete different film. It's a spectacle, as I said before. And this spectacle is like more like you have a lot of visual effects, you have a lot of detailing going in, you have a lot of set design going in, as I said before. But towards the teamwork, I sometimes feel you need to have some kind of a distribution factor towards it. And the distribution by Warner Brothers, I think they will make sure it reaches the customers, it reaches the audience it deserves. And definitely it will be streaming on HBO Max soon. So it will not be available in India soon, but it will be available on HBO Max everywhere in US and other parts of the world. So probably that could be the reason why we got an earlier release of Dune. Probably this film released on September 3rd, I suppose, here in Venice. After that, I think it was planned to release in India and other countries on October 21, 22. So it depends how their release plans are. Few technicalities I would love to mention, that is the cinematography by Greg Fesser and editing by Joe Walker. I think they deserve a special mention for their work, because it did not have any kind of lag, or it did not have any kind of any technical snag attached to it. Usually these kind of films, they have a lot of unused frames, unused shots, or even unused VFX working material. But somewhere down the line, I feel these people have made sure the end product looks glossy, and at the same time the end product looks very what do you say, up to date. Then music by Hans Zimmer. I think Hans Zimmer, he's one of the best music composers in terms of theme music, or the he knows how to build up a scene, how to build a proper scene, be it any kind of movie. His contribution to this particular film has been amazing, and it's his music which keeps us intrigued to the screen. And more than that, I feel Hans Zimmer will he will win a lot of awards for this particular film, because it is his work that makes us intrigued to the screen. But I personally feel he should be releasing some of the OSTs, and I suppose he would have released by now. But somewhere down the line, you want some extended kind of theme music, extended kind of theme tracks from Hans Zimmer. And I would love to see Hans Zimmer compose for Indian films as well, because when he's composing for Hollywood films without songs, only BGM and background score, it looks like a spectacle. It looks like a complete vision, and they have surrendered to his vision, no? And his ideology about music, instrumentation, and stuff, no? It's quite different from what you compare with Indian music composers. Even A.R. Rahman sir has been in awe of Hans Zimmer. So even no one can deny the fact that Hans Zimmer is one of the best composers in the world. So these are the technicalities which I wanted to specifically say or emphasize on. So looking forward to more films on IMAX format, and looking forward to our content here in YouTube format. So see you guys with more reviews on English films, Hollywood films and a lot of other language films. We are going to give a lot of reviews. We are going to do a lot of videos. And I hope this video was worth it, because I tried to gather a lot of information and gather a lot of things going into this particular film and its experience, because I did not want you to have any kind of spoiler, and at the same time I did not want you to feel that he is not revealing anything. So that is the reason why I went in much detail about this particular film that is called Dune. And I hope to see you soon. Bye guys.